Please, is Nigeria a banana republic? Is Nigeria a banana republic? What is actually happening in Nigeria? Federal government plans increment on salary of president, vice, senators, ministers amidst this current hardship savaging Nigeria. Amidst this steady borrowing for nothing. Does it mean that all this borrowing, they want to use it to increase their salary? When many people are languishing in abject poverty, what is actually happening? What is the problem of this very government? What is the problem of this very government? And they are proud of everything they are doing. They don't even think of what the masses are passing through, what the people are going through. They only care about their pockets. They only care about their own selfish interests. People are complaining. They are borrowing money after money, borrowing money after money. You imagine, some senators are using 20 vehicles. Some are using 18. Some are using 19. Some are using 15. Some are using 10. Some ministers are using 30 vehicles. Their entourage is not less than 30. Their entourage is 20. Some are 15. Even Mr. President, his entourage is just like 50 vehicles or 70. And they never think of curtailing their expenses on their own side, but rather increment on their own side, so that they will be there supporting APC, so that others will be supporting APC. This is just a planned attempt to hold Nigeria in bondage, to hold Nigeria in extreme bondage. It is very, very sad at this very moment of time where Nigeria is just on life support, heading to Bermuda Triangle. You are trying to increase the salary of people that are spending money recklessly, sending their children abroad where they spend money like nothing is happening. Why the increments at this very hour? Even if you want to increase their salary, this is not the best time to increase this very salary. Many people are criticizing this very move because it is very, very bad on the side of many Nigerians. How do you think that Nigerians will survive with this type of system? Do APC-led administration have system at all? Do they have modus operandi, system of operating to positively impact on the life of Nigerians? Many people are dying. Many people are complaining of many things, but this government never deemed it fit to create an avenue for dynamism of the youth, to create enabling environment for the people. Only their own pockets. What is actually happening? What is the problem of this very leadership? What is the problem of this very government? What is happening? They just announced this without even seeking the public opinion, seeking how people would feel. We are talking about police. How much is police paid? How much are professors paid? How much are graduates receiving in Nigeria? But their own is to add to the ones they have been siphoning. Just imagine this kind of rubbish in Nigeria. What is actually happening to this very country? We are not joking. Let's just tell you what is happening in Nigeria, show you everything, so that you will see yourself how it is going and what they plan doing. Do they plan to sell this very country or liquidate this country? Because Nigeria is sinking. This country is absolutely sinking. It's apparently sinking. Everyone is seeing it. It is sinking. Of course, you must subscribe to this very channel. Subscribe and get all updates we are posting here. We are posting everything happening in Nigeria. Things are not right at all. So you need to be updated on what is actually going on. Just stay tuned on this very channel. Subscribe and be part of this very program. Everything happening, you must be getting it here. Verified news, everything happening in Nigeria around the world. This is the right channel for you, where you get the verified news, raw news you need to get. You need to know about what is happening in Nigeria, because right now things are not normal. Things are actually going negative. You need to be updated on what's everything happening. Everything happening should be on your desk. Everything happening should be on your mind, on everything happening, so that we all will join hands together and know the way forward. Because if we keep on waiting for these people, they don't really care. They care not. They don't really care. We need to wake up and seek solution to this very impunity, because this is absolute impunity. Absolute impunity. Just hear yourself. Federal government is considering a salary increase for President Tinubu, Vice President Kashim Shettima, senators, ministers, and other political office holders, following a proposal by the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation, and Fiscal Commission. The chairman, Mohammed Shehu, announced the plan at press briefing in Abuja on Monday. On Monday, he described the current salary structure as outdated and unrealistic, noting that it has remained unchanged since 2008, despite rising responsibilities and economic challenges. Shehu revealed that the president currently earns 1.5 million monthly, while ministers receive less than 1 million. He argued that these figures fall short of what is appropriate for such high offices, especially when compared with the much higher salaries of some agencies' head and the governors of the central bank. Okay, now we are listening. We are seeing it. You cannot pay the president of Nigeria 1.5 million monthly with a population of over 200 million people and expect it to be taken seriously, he said. You pay either a CBN governor or the DG 10 times more than you pay the president. This is just not right. Or you pay him, the head of an agency, 20 times higher than the Attorney General of the Federation. This is absolutely not right. But the plan has been met with resistance from organized labor. Labor never agreed on that. This labor is the people that has been advocating for increase on their salary of workers in Nigeria. But these people have fallen deaf ears. They never heed to that. They don't care. This is a country where one bag of rice is higher than price of bag of rice is higher than salary of a family man, a graduate, a federal government worker or state government worker. But they don't care about that one. They are only cared about office holders. So that this very man saying this just want to retain his position, so that APC-led government will observe him as a good or a patriotic citizen, a puppet. The Labour Congress warned that raising salaries for politicians at a time when ordinary Nigerians are struggling with inflation and poverty would be unjust. A senior NLC official said the real burden lies in hidden allowances and perks that already inflate the earning of top office holder. Yes, they get money 10 times than what they are being paid. Most of them siphon a lot of money in their offices. So this is the place where they get money, not even their salary. The president's salary may be 1.5 million, but with allowances and packages can exceed 100 million. Yes, if government can publish salaries, it should also publish allowances, he said. Yes. He said, yes. That is correct. Labour also criticized the wide range income gap between politicians and ordinary workers. Yes. While lawmakers are believed to take home up to 30 million monthly, the national minimum wage stands at 70,000. Imagine, why bag of rice is 85,000. Local rice, you can get it at 75. Just imagine that. And universal professors earn less than 400,000. The union argued that this growing inequality is eroding the middle class and fueling poverty. Very apparent and clear. Good leadership requires sensitivity to the people's plight. If politicians continue to prioritize themselves over the nation, this country risks exploding. Yes. And if that happens, even the elites will not have a country to fall back. The source warned. Yes, a very big point here. At the event, Shehu had clarified that the commission is not responsible for fixing the minimum wage for civil servants, but is constitutionally mandated to determine the pay for political, judicial, and legislative office holders. He insisted that the realistic remuneration was necessary to ensure accountability and discourage corruption. This is not actually the time for this kind of stuff. Nigeria is heading to Bermuda Triangle. If care is not taken, if this is not properly handled, Nigeria may explode. Because most of the masses, people are waking up and people are not happy with this type of level, this type of impunity. This is impunity. Why should this such a thing continue like this? This is impunity. So right now we are waiting patiently to see their response or their implementation. We are waiting to see their implementation or their response, because no one is happy over this. No one is happy at all over this. It is injustice to nation, injustice to rules, injustice to development, injustice to growth, injustice to development, injustice to Nigerians, injustice to the bleak future in Nigeria or on Nigerian youth. The future of Nigerian youth is bleak. Why should the government, at this very hour that Nigeria is heading to destruction, and you are targeting increments on the salaries of these people? Who is following who? What is actually happening? Whom have we offended in this country? Whom have we offended in this country? What is actually happening? It is very, very sad on the part of this very government, this leadership, on this type of rubbish happening. Please, kindly subscribe. If you have never subscribed, let's just be following this very case, and we shall always update you on what's happening. Everything shall become to your platform, to this platform, to your screen. Everything happening around this increment and other programs. Kindly subscribe and follow us up and hear everything happening, because no one is happy over this case. Nigeria is boiling. These leaders, they truncate why Nigeria burns. They don't care, and it is very, very sad. It is very, very sad. At this very point of time, you are talking about increments when Nigeria is burning. You truncate why Nigeria burns. Very, very sad. So please subscribe to this very channel and hear more updates on this, because we are posting everything about this. We are following it up. Everything happening about this case, we are following it up. We are following it up closely. And in other words, global news, politics, everything happening. This is the right channel where you get all the informative, everything educative, and news happening in Nigeria and globally. Kindly subscribe to this very channel, because we have more updates to bring to your notice. Thank you so much, and do have a lovely night ahead. Thank you.